All right, BB, we're at the home of SpaceX Launch Control.
Yep.
And Space Force is here.
Yes.
We just can't get in there because we're not part of Space Force.
Nope, we're not.
All right, let's go. First time here. It's in Port Canaveral, many miles away from where they do the launch or the Kennedy Space Center. But let's see here. That's what it's called, the Sand Space Museum. But this is SpaceX Launch Control.
Oh yeah.
This building right here. And that's what we're trying to get into. Hopefully it's open.
Well, it says open.
Well, it's not open on Mondays.
Well.
And you don't need no ID, it's free, but it is what it is. You know, you go to Kennedy Space Center, you could do the same thing here at this place for free if you're out and about doing nothing. Baby, here's some of the Air Force uniforms.
Okay.
And some of the people. Women.
1915.
Yeah, no.
Men.
They don't give me
Shows you all the presidencies. I guess what they did up to Clinton.
Obama?
Yeah, all the Obama.
Oh, on a Sunday there's nothing.
So hopefully they'll have Trump there for the Space Force, but
Yeah. They'll get there.
that's all the things that they did in their presidency term. That's
Yeah, there's got a
crazy.
couple people locked in, so.
And look at all the medals.
Okay, thanks for now.
Wow.
Oh,
This is
what
nice.
the names mean.
Yeah. And this is where it starts off at. 1 and 2. And if you do come here, the gentlemen up front, they give you a lot of information.
Oh yeah.
And what I like about this place is that it's free. So if you don't want to go over there because of what's going on now, this is just as good. But here's some fun facts here. Number of pads were 2. First launch was in 1952. Last launch was in 1960. Now that was right here in this area here. Which is,
launch 1 and 2.
yeah, which is now considered Space Force. Okay. And then look at all these things they used to test with. That reminds me of the $6 Million Man
Yeah.
thing. But that's all of it. And you can spend as much time as you want here. And if you're really a space person, wow, look at that V2.
Amazing.
Wow. Mirror fragments from a temporary blockhouse used as bumper launches.
Wow.
Now here's another fun fact. Now LC3, and it's gonna show you, like I said, we were here,
Now we're going there.
now we're going there. This was one pad, 24 launches. I know first launch was in July of 1950. Last launch was in January 58. Total launches 84. And that just tells you all the different things there. But as you can see here, this whole museum is going to take you to the history of all the pads, which is all this right here, what we were showing you there. What's
And
that?
here's the missiles. That's what they look like.
Yep.
And right there.
All right, and this is number of pads 2. This is 4 and 4A, so it's right there now. First launch was in 52. Last launch was in 60. 80 were completed. Again, those are all the names, and this shows you just all the, hopefully we can get everything looks good, and what they look like up there. So them LCs are launch things.
Alright, this is the Project Mercury boilerplate capsule.
It says boilerplates are full-scale replicas developing and operating maintenance procedure. They're also used to train flight. Okay, so this is probably like a thing. If I can move back a little bit, it reminds you of the head of the, yeah. So these are, when you go into the NASA thing, sometimes you can see them practicing underwater. I know in I think it's Alabama at the other one, you can definitely, but that's what that is. Yeah. Okay, this is LC 5 and 6. Now that's down here, and a lot of this SpaceX rents out, and but here was 2 pads, 55 of April, and the last launch was in 61. 66 launches were recorded. Now I think this is showing here that it sent the monkey to the moon, so that's Mercury 2, Ham the chimp.
Yeah, that's what the space shuttle looks like.
Yeah. So that's basically, oh look, they even have a baseball card of the chimp. That is cool. But yeah, that's what it looked like that they sent the monkey in.
And here's a piece of the Juno rocket.
Wow. That's crazy.
It is crazy.
But yeah, this is all here, guys, for free. It's small, but I'll tell you right now, like, there's nobody in here but us. So that's the good thing.
Alright, this one's 9 and 10, which is this way.
And here were 2 pads, 1956 of November, and then the last one was in 1959. 20 were recorded from there.
Incomplete. Yeah.
Yes. So you can see that there.
Oh, there's this one.
That is crazy.
And what is this? This is an engine.
The Navajo with booster. And what is this one here?
This is an engine.
Wow. Oh, so that is that piece.
In there, yeah.
Right. For a veneer engine. Son of a gun. Alright, these are BE4 engine testing. Alrighty. This is LC11. Right here. 1958 first launch, April 64. Last launch, 33 launches. And that's pretty cool, because it shows you all the pictures and everything to it. Alrighty, baby. Wow.
Check this one out.
Son of a gun. That is nice. This is what I'm talking about. Like I said, you know, sometimes you go to the Kennedy Center, if you don't have the money or whatever, it just...
That piece over there belongs to this.
That little piece
Belongs into here.
belongs in somewhere around here,
Yeah. It's
which will
me.
probably be right there.
Towards the end, I think.
Wow. Atlas
is-
launch.
This is the Rocketdyne LR82. That's the engine.
And that's the inside. Well, it's black, of course.
Clear.
But you get it. All right.
Yeah.
Now, this here is going to be LC-12. First launch 58. Last launch in 67. 37 launches. And LC-12 was right there. And show you some of that stuff there. That is cool. Wow, look at this, BB, right here. Look at this picture. How they just used to just put it up
Yeah.
into there.
Like you said, they had the
And
hand.
this reminds me of the Planet of the Apes movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they
right.
were underground, they had that missile that was going to end the world. And like I said, you got this place to yourself. You can have a tour guide. The gentleman up front definitely gives you a lot of facts. It's hard for us to remember them all, but
Yeah.
so this is a General Electric MK2 re-entry vehicle. So re-entry vehicle used in Atlas and Thor ballistic. Wow.
To protect the warhead.
So look at that. And just look at that. Alrighty. Now we're getting into some real rockets here. Not saying that the other ones were real, but I think this is where we're starting to get to the moon.
Modern one.
Yeah. And here, this is LC-13 and LZ-1. So LC-13, and this is where I'm at. Wow. But anyway, 1958 was the first launch. 78 was the last launch. 51 launches were through here. Wow.
Read that.
This is an interesting connection between WD-40 and the Atlas missile. WD-40 was developed in 1953 by the Rocket Chemical Company. Staff of 3 people in San Diego. Attempting a line to prevent solvents degreasers aerial space. So I guess it's true about WD-40.
WD stands for water displacement, and the number 40 represents the 40th attempt to devise the formula that would work.
So that's how we got fun fact about WD-40.
Comair, an aerospace contractor, first used WD-40 to protect the outer skin of the Altus missile from rust and corrosion.
Now look at this. This is a pivot pin from the LC-14 gantry. Now we're starting to get into the big boys. And then it's showing there, of course,
That's the Gemini.
is the 4 astronauts. And this is LC-14. And LC-14 is right there. 1957 of June, November of 1966. 32 launches. And I guess they must have sent another monkey up there. And that's what the pad looked like. Yeah, chimpanzee Eno, first living creature launched by U.S. into Earth orbit, 1961. First 4-man orbital Mercury flights, John Glenn, Scott Carpenter, Walter Schirra, and Gordon Cooper. So now we're starting to get to where they're getting ready to send someone to the moon. That is cool. And this is an Aerojet LR-91.
Rocket engine. Oh wow, that's what it looks like inside.
Now, here's another one, LC-15, which is right here. 1959 of February was the first. The last one was in April 1964. 26 launches. First blue suit, all Air Force crew, launched Titan. And you're saying that that rocket belongs to the bottom of that?
Yeah, see this?
Yeah.
That's what this is.
Son of a gun. All right, this is the skid strip, which is where the space shuttle used to land, right here. I've seen one space shuttle launch, and I've never seen it land. Now here's another fun fact. Ooh, I didn't even read the fun fact on this. Work on strip began in 51, completed in 52. More than 680, what's that, $1 million? I mean, $500,000, 680?
Yeah, it's over $500,000. Just
Wow.
under.
10,000 feet long. So that's a pretty interesting fact there. Now this is launches at sea. Let me see. SSBN, U.S. Navy Shuttle Hall, classified similar nuclear power ballistic missiles. So this is when they were shooting out of the sea. So this is probably how that, whatchamacallit, he got his ideas from. The guy that,
Yeah.
that millionaire guy that did the electric car.
Yeah.
Yeah, he probably was a kid watching that stuff. And we're starting to get, now some of these are rockets, and again, some of these are,
stop and think about it. We watched the Jetsons growing up.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, they flew. They didn't drive.
yeah. Relatively space terrain number 1. This is LC-16. First launch in December 1959. Last March of 1988. 150 launches came out of that one. Wow.
Look at all these ones. This is the Thorough space vehicle. That one is. That one is. And then that's the Delta II. That's the Thor. So it shows you the different changes throughout the years. And then this is the big Thor.
And behind the door is the big Thor.
It definitely changed.
All right, this is LC-17
Okay.
right here. And first launch 1957, and it's still active. This one is still active, BB. That's where the Thor launch and the Deltas went at it. Wow. And that's the gift shop, guys, where they got patches and everything. Oh, and they even have rockets for sale.
There's your own rocket.
All right, McDonald. That's pretty cool.
Same thing.
This is the area therm. I can't pronounce all that, but
Wow.
that's what that is right there. That is pretty nice.
Yeah, but there's the front of it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It like it comes. That's okay.
That is it right there. That's the
All right, so
McDonald.
that little piece there.
Is this.
Huh.
See how it.
Yeah. That's pretty nice. All right, LC-18.
Right, Aaron, there's your Viking and your Blue Scout.
This was here in 56. Was the first one in December, and the last one was in 65. And LC-18 is right here. So we are here. This is all Space Force now, guys. It just shows you, wow, look at how they would do that one. That's crazy.
Well, check this out. The Vanguard rocket.
See right there?
Tiny. And then there.
The FM telemetering. And just think like back in the day, man.
Wow, this is the Gemini vehicle test console.
That's what this
console.
is?
Yeah, this is what they used.
And here we have flown heat shields. Fragments from the Gemini. So that must be real there. Thruster. So that's pretty cool. Wow.
This is their control panel that they used.
Yeah. And like if you do the museum, they have if you go to Kennedy Space Center, they have it to where they'll simulate a rocket launch from back in the day.
Emergency.
But just look, all of this was to run.
One rocket.
Yeah.
And this is probably only a section of it.
And this was the Gemini
Just look in the picture.
console.
There's more in the picture.
Right, but I'm just saying, just imagine
Yeah.
like this technology versus today's. All right, this is LC-19, which is right there, guys. August 59 to November of 66. And that's all the stuff that went there.
Then and now.
Wow.
Big difference.
Wow, look at that, how that would just drop down. And look at this Gemini thing. What does that say down there on the bottom?
Gemini and Titan launch vehicle.
And that looks like a Gemini alma mater. Huh. So it's names
This is
on there.
The original, hold on, bunker, the original bunker periscope safety cover base used in the blockhouse firing.
Wow.
At Pad 19, the Gemini space program.
Now we got some Titan boosters there. That looks like a plane.
Yeah, it does. Almost kind of looks like the Stealth.
And this one here is going to be LC-20, which is right there. First launch, 1960. Wow. December 13th of 2000 was the last launch. 29 launches. And that's where it's at. And that's what they were launching out of here. Hell, even Santa Claus came. But beautiful pictures.
He wanted to go to the moon.
Beautiful pictures. This is a Mace missile. And here's a fun fact. Number pads 4. This is LC 21 and 22, which is right there. First launch March 57. Last one in 63, 64 launches. Vehicles launched Bull Goose, Mace B. So it just tells you everything that was a thing. Wow. You know, when you grow up north, sometimes you're not really into this, but when you come down here to Florida, these are free things to take your family to and get into it. The Poseidon and the Triton. I think those are like war
Weapons.
missiles or something. Yeah, that's what I thought.
But look at this, they actually built something there to mimic pitch and roll of a submarine at sea.
Look at that. And this is LC-25. So it's right here. And oh, this is number of pads, 4 pads in that area there. First launch was in 58, last launch in 79, 103. So it's a lot of test flights. Poseidon, Triton ballistic missile developing. Wow. What you got there, baby?
A lot of wiring
Yeah.
and a lot of plugs.
And this one here is the Jupiter reentry vehicle. Oh, so that's got to be
Part of the top. That's the
the
top.
nose right
Yep.
there.
Yep.
Wow. Alrighty. Now we're getting to LC-26. And LC-26 is right here. And this was from August of 57 till January of 63, 36 launches. Redstone, Jupiter, Jupiter C, Juno. Those are all the things that came out of here. And then you get the museum. And this is what it was looking like. So, that is crazy. And this is LC-29, which shows that there. Number of pads, 1. So that's right here. It's crazy because it's like you're right here. It says we're here. From 59 to 1980. 58 launches, Polaris, U.S. Navy submarine launch ballistic missiles. Baby, what does that say that this is?
Pershing 1 nose cone.
Nose cone?
The MGM 31
Uh-huh.
Pershing was developed as a replacement for the Army's PGM-11 Redstone.
Man, that just looks like a big bullet.
Well, it's supposed to go boom.
No, I'm just saying it just looks like a
That's gonna
thing.
take a lot out.
LC-30.
It's gonna take a lot out.
It's right there. Number of pads, 2, A and B. February was the 1st in 1960. April 1963, 56 launches. General John Pershing. That's pretty cool. And that's what it looked like there, guys. What's this thing here?
Okay, this is an actual MK5 entry vehicle. Re-entry vehicle was used on the LGM-30 Minuteman 1 and 2 to protect its warheads as it re-entered the atmosphere.
Wow.
The steel honeycomb structure has a quartz resin coating that burns away during re-entry to dissipate the heat. Inside the entry of the vehicle is a Type W-59 thermonuclear warhead with a yield equivalent to 1 million tons of TNT.
Look at that there.
You don't want to screw up with that one.
No. Here's LC-31 and 32. February 1961. It's a 4-pad. And it ended in March of 73. So the Air Force demolitions. But yep, that's it.
So
That's the top view. That's the inside. Wow.
So this over here sat on the very top of this.
All right, so that was that?
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right, launch pad 34. All right, now we're starting to get to people in the into
the Apollo and stuff.
yes. All right, so launch pad 34 is right there. First launch October of 1961. Next one last 68. 1 pad, only 7 launches.
But it included Saturn 1, Saturn 1B, and also Apollo project.
Yes. And that's them guys right there. That's what it looked like. Crazy. We got some more here. Oh, it looks like we're getting near that big boy. This is LC-36, which is right there, guys. 2 pads. 62 was the first one in May. Oh, this one ended in 2005. Look at all those that were.
And this is the Blue Origin and the New Glenn.
Huh.
That's what Saturn 1 looks like. Check that out. Looks like it's got a cell
I'm trying to
phone.
back up right. No, you're good there. I'm saying I'm just trying to get the full image of it. But look at that one even thing, but
Yeah, look at that though. It looks like it's got a cell tower right on the very top.
son of a gun. Just imagine how big. And look at that. That's the cue ball. Instrument cover.
Sat on the top of several early Saturn rockets.
So that probably was the where you protected the nose.
It puts the instruments, the sensitive instruments.
Gotcha. And this is 37, which is active right now. And 37 is right there. And this one here has 2 pads, and it started in 64, and it's still active. NASA Prime User, LC-37, returned to Air Force 73. So this is an active one here. Wow. And that's what it looks like.
Believe it or not, this thing monitors air pressure.
Look at that. That's what's shooting out of those right there, them Delta rockets. And then we got SpaceX. Right here, good old SpaceX.
I love those old things.
Wow.
Oh, well, that was the first.
Yeah. Oh, and
spike in the railroad.
that's Obama with what's his name? I can't remember that guy's name. Son of a gun. Here's another active 40. And number of pads is 1 and 40's up here. And this is where that guy again. And it says it right there what comes out of there. But anyway, first one was in 65 and this is still an active. Falcon 9s, Titans.
Oh, that's the TV. I thought it was your stomach.
Yeah. That's what you see there. And you could see these rockets, the flame from Lakeland.
Yeah.
One day we'll try to catch it. Here's another one, LC-41, an active one. Number of pads is 1, which is way up there, guys. It opened up in December of 65, still active, got a bunch of Titans, spacecraft, Viking, Voyager. Wow, that's pretty cool. And we're getting towards the end. And these are these Atlas rockets. Man, I would love to have those as models. All right, and here's something here, which is a nose cone and an Arcus instrument package. And here's a fun fact, LC-43, 43, I'm sorry, which is right here. First launch was in 1960. The last one was in 84. 4,680 recorded. Wow. That is nice.
Launch 44 complex is the Army driving missile.
Look at that thing right there with the rocket. This is LC-46, which is right there, guys. This one here, first launch was in 87. And the last one was in 99, 21 launches. And just think, some of these launches I've probably seen, especially in this one. What were you going to say?
Your launch complex 44 is the Army Dragon missile, and 45 is the Roland Mobile missile.
That's the Trident.
He looks wicked.
Yeah. And this one here is a PWN-10 Super Loki Dart sounding rocket.
I bet you
It's
this
a
was
low
in there.
cost weather sounding rocket used to measure temperature. So I wonder if that's what they send up in the thing when they before they do a launch.
Oh, that's a good idea. That's a good question.
But if you see it right there, that's how it shoots off in there.
Kind of looks like a really big telescope.
Yeah. Alrighty, LC-47,
That's what it
which
looks
is
like
right
in
there.
That's what it looks like inside there.
Oh yeah. This is an active one. First launch in 84. Still active. Got the Loki rockets, student-built rockets come out of here. Private programs. That's a lot of good stuff here. And these are Launch Complex 48 is for new small missile complex. So that's what you got there. Now you have all the patches that's ever been through here. Skewed Lip Philly. Wow.
From the Latin meaning little shield.
Look at that one. Paving the way for humans in space. Several unique patches. Design featuring a woodpecker. Look, they even have a Bart Simpson.
Superman.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Oh wow, that's nice right there. The Apollo. Yeah, missile patch book. 1954 to present. And I can't remember which one of these STS launches that I seen, but I know I did see one. But that's it, guys, man. That's the whole museum here. It's free. It's on Spaceway.
And there's a lot to learn.
Yeah, yeah. And like I said, we're not near the Space Center. The Space Center is still out there.
Yeah.
We just chose this place because we knew it's not going to be busy.
Yeah.
And you can learn more here than there as well. But if you don't have the money, this is a great place to take your kids.
Mm-hmm.
Only took us an hour to get here from Lakeland.
About an hour, 10 minutes.
So it's worth it. So until our next adventure, we hope you enjoyed this video and learned something. Something that you know, let us know.
Yeah.
We like to know, yeah, because right now we're just going to go through this without the cameras and just do it. Take some pictures. All right. Where you at, BB?
I'm over here.
Until our next video.
See you guys.
All right, peace.
Stay safe.